Hi, my name's Guy Adley. I'm the UK Country Manager for Forsite UK. We're here today to speak to you about people looking to utilise automated proof of presence to increase security, safety in a contactless manner. So who are we? Forsite was actually founded in New Zealand back in 2016 by a gentleman called Simon Yock. Simon has a bit of a unique background, a mixed background for both technology and working in the real estate sector. His technology background focused on cloud computing in various consultancy roles. He actually became an accidental landlord around 15 years ago when acquiring his second property and becoming a property manager. He was relatively successful, built up a residential portfolio, and about 5 years ago became the owner of a 60,000 square foot commercial property. The ownership of these properties brought real life problems of what property managers face. One of the key things was actually health and safety. The solution we built was designed in cooperation with other property managers. We developed it over a period of 12 months to ensure it really delivered what we expected. We now have a dedicated and passionate team of developers, customer success managers, health and safety consultants across various countries. We had one clear vision, and that was to make property management safer, simpler, and smarter when it came to helping their clients, contractors, and service providers. But what actually are we striving to resolve? Property management, for example, is a difficult job. There's multiple stakeholders to look after, including landlords, owners, operators, service providers, and maintenance teams. And it gets harder when things go wrong and repairs and maintenance are required. As a property manager or site manager, you can only really be in one place at one time, meaning that they often have little to no visibility of work taking place on other sites, whether that's a fit out, new build, or just day-to-day maintenance. And without on-site staff, it's hard to inform the service providers conducting the work of potential hazards that they really need to be aware of. So where are we operating? Founded in New Zealand, we have our system deployed to around 400 properties and growing fast. We also now operate in Australia, the UK, launching in the Caribbean with strong interests with the UAE, Saudi, and Dubai. Having customer service teams in both New Zealand and the UK means we can support our users practically 24/7. We launched in the UK about 12 months ago and been commercially operating for around 10. We've seen some great early adopters of our technology from a real mixed background, from small unmanned industrial estates to large residential apartments, skyscrapers, and commercial assets across the country. So who uses us? So property managers, facility managers, site managers on and off site, and health and safety professionals are just a couple of the users utilizing Forsite. But actually, what's important to us is who they are. We look to work with people who are innovators themselves, the individuals who really want to improve services by actually partnering with technology. And that's the key. That's the key for us, which is actually the partnership angle. We always seek ways to improve our solution as it was developed by property managers. So the feedback we get from working with you enables us to enhance our product even further. So Forsite can be applied to many different sectors and scenarios. But right now, we really just want to focus on property management, and we're happy to explore how our technology can be applied to other different sectors. We have 4 core pieces of technology. We utilize both geolocation, so GPS, and Bluetooth. Bluetooth enabled with GPS provides a much higher accuracy level to pinpoint exactly where you are, especially when our system isn't deployed in built up cities such as London. We don't always want to rely on the geolocation aspect. Admin level users and service providers and head offices have access to a web-based portal. This is to enable them to find vital information about their team and give transparency to all parties to make sure that they're safe. This approach has actually led us to service providers such as cleaners, maintenance teams, and fit-out specialists who have free access to Forsite to become direct clients, as their teams can increase their performance and safety directly to their clients. So our sensors, As you can see, the sensors are a little bit bigger than a smartwatch, lasting for up to 3 years. Sensors enable unmanned sites to effectively have 24/7, 365 visibility of the work taking place on site. This includes their own staff for lone working protection. For larger assets, multiple sensors can be deployed, providing additional data. For example, many of our clients place sensors in high-risk areas, such as plant rooms, rooftops, and risers. This gives them peace of mind that the individuals under their supervision they're actually at where they should be and working safely. Should they get a lone worker notification, which we can come on to later, it includes information of exactly where they are. So should they get a lone worker notification for a large 1,000,000 square foot property, they can quickly identify their last known location. But proof of presence is much more than just knowing where somebody is. There's huge benefits from increasing safety, efficiency, to actually understanding more about your property. As much as real estate is about bricks and mortar, it does rely on skilled individuals to operate and maintain them. How do property management companies demonstrate care and welfare to their staff? I feel that as technology solutions will soon be looked at as kind of the MacBook or the company car when managing assets, and agents seek to find the best new recruits. Laptops and company cars, they're not really perks of the job. They're essential to do the job as expected. I feel what people are really looking for are actually the right technology solutions to equip them to do their job as efficiently as possible and to the highest standards. This is only going to be emphasized with the importance of solutions that enhance remote working. So proof of presence enables access to data which otherwise could be hidden. If your services, such as cleaners and maintenance and engineers, are on master agreements, do you know how they're performing to ensure you get the best value from them? When reviewing your service providers, do you know exactly how many people and how long you require those services for? If work is paid on an hourly rate, can you be sure that they're accurate and honest? And can you spot trends of work needed on site? For example, if one building has a much higher need for plumbers one week, perhaps there's actually a bigger issue to be investigated. Many sites operate paper-based sign-in sheets, in-person inductions, perhaps iPads on the front desks, or even biometric scanners. Given our situation, our clients are developing contactless strategies to maintain and operate their buildings. Automation gives back time and gives our clients reassurance. Often a barrier to adopting technology is perhaps the fear of unknown. We're looking to replace processes that have been in place since a company began, often replacing paper, in-person activities, or most likely Excel. When talking about sensors, geolocation, and automation, you could think it's costly and timely to implement. The truth is, it's far from the reality. The app is downloaded as you would any app from an app store. We build the system in a matter of days, depending on the scale of a project. Sensors are posted to a building and installed in a matter of seconds with 3M tape. Training is conducted via a webinar, and most users can learn our entire system in less than 30 minutes. Support is always accessed 24/7 through our app, desktop, email, and phone. So this is what our system actually looks like. Once the app is downloaded, a property manager can assign a user to a company to one of their buildings or all of their properties. Our app automatically wakes up when a user enters the geofence close to the building. This creates an automated timestamp of arrival before anybody does anything. The first time a user of Forsite arrives on site, they're prompted to complete a site induction. This ensures service providers are safe and compliant. We enable a contactless way of inducting them, often providing information on the building's safe working policy, evacuation plans, asbestos reports. This is typically done in person and is pretty timely and not always consistent. Via mobile-based inductions, we actually can enable our clients to get 100% consistent experience. Once completed, they're stored within the app, digitally signed for with an expiry date. Any changes made to an induction means that they complete a new one upon arrival, helping property managers to keep everybody up to date. Should work permits be needed, such as working from height or in confined spaces, we enable permits to be accessed via the app again, reducing paperwork and time. As part of our roadmap and some great feedback from our clients, we're developing an enhanced permit to work solution, linking automated proof of presence. We hope this will enable property managers to remotely identify the assigned permit user to the actual individual turning up to the job. Additional information sat within the app includes navigation, specific site information and images. Forsite enables you to reduce your risk of accidents and incidents. We do this by displaying live hazard information, a register directly to the user's phone. They can see what the hazard is, the control measures to work safely. This gives property managers reassurance that they've provided essential information to their teams. Users must view, acknowledge, and accept before completing their check-in. Finally, they estimate their time required on site. Once done, the app can literally be shut down, put in their pocket, and they can carry out their work. Forsite is now working in the background to ensure they're safe with clever lone working technology. If a user is still within the vicinity of that property and it goes over their time expected, we send automatic notifications to the relevant individuals, letting them know that that particular person is still in the property when they shouldn't be. Site admins from both the managing agent and the service provider have access to real-time data on all of their sites to make sure that their team are safe and compliant. Simple color-coded timestamps are going to help you identify the arrival and departure, along with all forms of escalation, such as a user not having a valid induction or not leaving the property when they should have. Data can be extracted from the site, including a full export of all user activity, what sites they've attended, down to the minute how long they've been there, and which particular areas of the property they've been. This data can really help evaluate the performance of a building and its service providers. Our commercial model simply works by a one-off setup fee. This enables us to build, test, deploy, and train the system and users. For residential, the average cost works out at around 70 pence per month per apartment, and a typical commercial building works around £60 a month. For more information, you can head to getforsite.com, email me at guide.adley@getforsite.com, or call me anytime to find out more information. Thanks ever so much.